just had a shock.
Thank you for your input. And since we have a new member coming in here, I will let you know that we are under, public comment. So if you came to speak to the council, now's a perfect time to do it. Seconds away from the opportunity going away.
Yep, I came to listen.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. Next, we go to the consent agenda. All items under this section are recommended for approval for the consent agenda. These items are of a routine nature and require only brief deliberation by council. Council reserves the right to remove any item on the consent agenda for further deliberation. Tonight, all we have is approved minutes from August 29, 2023 special call meeting.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda out of A.
We have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it. And it's been brought to my attention that they're having a hard time getting our votes, so we need to make sure whatever the items are that we're voting on, that we say yea or nay very clear enough that they can catch that. Number 8, action from August 29, 2023, public hearing. Consider approval of ordinance 1386-2023 affixing and levying municipal ad valorem taxes on all taxable property within the corporate limits of the city of River Oaks, Texas, for fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2023, and ending September 30th, 2024, at the rate of 0.677621 per $100, and for directing the assessment thereof, providing for a date on which such taxes become due and delinquent together with penalties and interest thereon, providing for a place of payment, providing for approval of tax rolls presented to the city council.
I presented the tax roll back when we discussed the tax. So that was all those sheets I gave everybody that showed all of the breakdown of the taxes across the city. That was done by Tarrant County. What I have before you tonight is, yes, we've had our public hearing. The factor that goes into this 677621 proposal is, number one, a debt rate of 0.77777 per $100. So you deduct that from that, and that you can see that we're using the voter approval maintenance and operation rate of 0.599844. Where you get the percentage of increase is between that number, 0.599844, and 0.579560, which comes out to 3.499%, which under the state statute, we cannot exceed 3.5%, or else it could trigger an election. So what you have before you tonight is the voter approval rate.
Marla, would you remind us of, before you go on, what the stated rate was for this past year?
Last year?
Yes.
0.754168.
0.754168.
Yes, sir. And this one is 0.67762.
So, and I know, just in the stated rate is going down how much? Do you have that calculated already or not?
Yeah, I have it in there somewhere. I believe it went down about 7-something%, but let me...
So it went down 7.7 cents.
Yes, sir.
What we're talking about here is a $100,000 home would go up by $20.28.
Yes, sir. And a standard home, which is $179,000, that's the average home in town, it would go up by $50.83 for the year. So it just depends on value.
If the value didn't change, it would
Yeah.
go down.
Value
So-
don't change, no difference.
Or-
Well, actually, less, yeah.
But that rate last year included the service debt on the bond.
That rate that 7.5 did last year, and so does this one this year.
They both include it.
It went down, the debt rate went down a little bit this last year.
Okay, sorry to cut you off, Marlon.
No, that's all right.
That just seemed to be the one number we hadn't, you hadn't mentioned yet, but.
If y'all do a different rate, if you could recess just long enough for me to calculate it, because we have to put it in the motion, I would appreciate it.
My question to you, Marvin, the police are 3 short, right? But they're
Well,
working.
technically, they say 1 because got 2 in
We're
training.
4, technically.
I mean, which way?
But we have,
Okay,
but there's people that,
by,
We have 1 in training, until
okay,
he graduates training, we don't count him, he can wash out.
yeah.
2 in the academy, they can wash out, and we have 1 over the bank.
But let's just say a perfect world. They all, the 3 all sail. When would they be on duty?
The 2 graduate the academy tentatively in December, so you won't see them on the street till April.
I mean, but I'm talking about when they start getting paid.
They're getting paid now, but they're getting paid a reduced rate as cadets,
Yeah,
so they're not making an officer's salary.
yeah.
Even the one that's in training with an officer right now?
He is making a regular salary, because he's out of the academy, he's graduated.
So we basically are paying 2 officers, probably, if you just want to round the numbers. 1 guy and then the 2 in training, 2 in the academy. That probably adds up to 2 officers. So but we're still 1 I short. guess he's asking, are you paying 50%?
No, we're paying a reduced rate of $50,000 for the 2 cadets. So, the officers currently start at 57.
57.
We're still 1 officer. And our budget reflects that we were full,
Yes, sir, it does.
okay? Up front, we're 2 people short, right? And that budget reflects that we're full, right?
This budget, reflected fully, yes.
Okay, and what about in, Public Works?
Public Works, we are 2 short.
2.
Yeah, 2 short.
but in the budget is the same.
I believe the FD is down 1.
And the FD is down 1.
Yep.
But you never know when.
I know. Yeah,
The
budget shows that we're all filled with employees that we're looking for right now.
So the way I look at this, and I know, and I'm not gonna be opposed to anyone else's view, so there's, everyone can, I'm pleased that everyone has their own view, is that, several factors. Inflation has been huge, some 8-9%. So this 3.4 whatever percent doesn't cover inflation that the city is paying. That's number 1. Our reserves are lower than they've ever been because we had to dip into them for various reasons, and big concern over that. We have the new 3.5% limit so that in the future years, in the past we could go up to 8% if we needed to. We didn't, but we could have. Now, anytime you go over 3.5%, then you're going to target that. And the only reason we are in the black at all, which we normally aren't, is because of heavy assistance from the EDC of some $175,000, Marvin, roughly. Is that about right or not?
For the police?
No, just the EDC assistance to the city, and
Oh, yeah, it was 162, yes.
that's new, that wasn't there in the prior years.
Yes, sir.
Right, and that we hopefully doesn't always stay that way. Right?
No, in the 5-year plan, it doesn't look like
Right.
that.
So, to me, and I'm all for cutting taxes and lean, and to tell you the truth, I have several rental properties, so this tax increase hits me harder than most people. But that doesn't matter, I'm not representing myself, I'm representing the citizens here. We also have the protection for our 65 and older, where they don't pay the increases. I don't, how all that works, but it's blunted or limited.